The irony of Jurassic Park is not lost on me. A film that's all about how sometimes things should just stay dead, it has been rebooted yet again, and I can't help but laugh at that. Major spoilers for Jurassic World Rebirth if you're planning on watching it, but I just got back from the theater and I wanted to talk about it. First of all, this movie took way too long to get started. I know this is like a thing that a lot of people complain about, but I had to sit through so many trailers before the movie started. Trailers that honestly looked like better movies. And I had to sit through that for half an hour? Come on, man. I know I'm talking about this a lot, but like, you know, if the trailers are going to waste my time before I get to the thing I want to see, I'm going to waste your time before you get to the thing you want to see. I got to pass that bad karma on to you. So the movie made one other major mistake that I had a serious problem with, and that is Scarlett Johansson. No offense to Mrs. Johansson, if you're watching this, which you're not, but I just don't think she's I don't like the characters that she plays. There's like a good 20% of films where she plays like an interesting character, but the other 80% she just does the exact same thing. She just like, yeah, I'm like a gunslinger and I'm very like vulnerable on the inside, but I crack jokes on the outside so no one knows, and I shoot people and I'm so cool and I never flinch in the face of danger. And that's just a boring character. I didn't like it in Black Widow. I didn't like it in this movie. And I feel like she just does that way too often. I should also clarify, I have seen pretty much every Jurassic Park movie, I think. I like kind of half-watched some of them. And the grand total of everything I remember from the films is that in the first trilogy, a guy got eaten on the toilet, and in the second trilogy, Chris Pratt rides a motorcycle. So I'm not exactly a Jurassic historian, but that's generally what I know about the films. The plot of this movie is that dinosaurs are people. They brought back dinosaurs, and they made a theme park of it, and it lasted for about 5 seconds before everybody got bored. So they had to splice the dinosaurs' genes to make them more exciting. I know people have slow attention spans these days. I know TikTok is just brain-rotting people. But look, man, it's a T-Rex. What do you mean people got bored of seeing the dinosaurs? The first shot we see is like a product placement. After that, we get to the actual like beginning of the movie. The movie starts with a dinosaur passed out on the freeway, and everyone's just like, oh, geez, I'm gonna be late to work. Doi, doi, doi. And what an inconvenience. The dinosaur escaped from the zoo. What do you mean the dinosaur escaped from the zoo? What an inconvenience. That was like the whole problem in the first movie, and now it just happens every day and nobody cares. So that's kind of like the second scene. The first scene is the jump scare that they have to do in order to get you invested in the story. Literally the first thing we see is a product placement where somebody eats a Snickers and drops the wrapper on the floor. And this is a multi-million-dollar facility, probably billion-dollar facility, meant for splicing dinosaurs. And their security system is absolute bonkers. It's total rubbish. What happens after he drops the Snickers bar is it gets sucked into a vent, and the security system just shuts down and lets all the dinosaurs out. But what I think is funny is it doesn't just shut down, like it just deactivates and the power goes out. What happens is, you see it on the screen, the security system, one of the fans gets overheated, so it literally just unlocks all the doors. I'm not joking, it says on the screen, all the doors get unlocked, so the dinosaurs come out and kill everyone. So that's very funny. That Snickers paid to have Snickers in the film, and what we learned is that if you eat Snickers, you die from a dinosaur attack. So that's kind of like the opposite of an ad. And also, this was the best moment of the movie because my friend leaned over to me as soon as the guy got eaten by the dinosaur, and he just said, "You're not you when you're hungry." And that's a way better one-liner than anything in the movie. That would have been a better Snickers ad. If they'd said that, it would have been funny, and I would have wanted to go get Snickers because it was a good comedy moment. But they didn't do that. They just did a bad product placement. So after that whole spiel where Snickers basically caused the end of the world, dinosaurs have escaped. And there's dinosaurs all over the planet, but here's the thing. They die instantly, all of them. Because dinosaurs can't survive in the modern era. The only place they can survive is this one small belt of islands near the equator. So Scarlett Johansson is teamed up with evil billionaire man, evil medicine, pharmaceutical, big pharma, and his plan is he wants to fly to the Dino Island and capture the DNA of a bunch of dinosaurs like Pokemon, because if he gets all three of the DNA, he can make a perfect wish with the Dragon Balls and create a medicine and sell it to make bank. So that's his plot. That's the whole plot of the movie. ScarJo and the Dino Avengers have to form this, like, elite squad of, like, dino assassins and go suck the blood out of a bunch of dinosaurs to sell it for money. And they go ahead and they do that. And it's very interesting because one of the guys who's, like, a doctor, he's, like, kind of like the second main character after Scarlett Johansson. He's, like, they tell him, like, we're going to go to the island and find the dinosaurs. And he's like, no, I can't do that. That's way too dangerous. I'm a nerdy doctor. And she's like, look, have you ever, what's the line? It's like, have you ever actually seen one of these things in person? Because if you haven't, you're just the guy who goes to the museum. He probably has seen them in person. They have them at the zoo. What are you talking about, Scarlett Johansson? Did you get a copy of the script? How can you say that? There's dinosaurs just, like, in the Bronx. What do you mean? Anyway, the point is, they go to, they go to the island, Dinosaur Island, and on the way there, there's this other family. It's like a father and his 2 daughters and one of the daughter's boyfriends. Somehow they get beaten up by the dinosaurs and they get taken onto the boat, and so now the 2 groups are together, and then immediately they shipwreck and they separate, and it keeps swapping back throughout the whole movie between the family, who's just trying to get the heck off the island because it sucks and they keep getting eaten by raptors, and the Scarlett Johansson and her clan, they're all trying to capture the dinosaurs. And I'm not going to bore you with the details. It's Jurassic Park, so you know pretty much what happens. The action is pretty good. The CGI is great. They miraculously survive so many encounters with vicious predators, and somehow they don't get, like, murdered. At one point, I think this is kind of funny. One of the dinosaurs is a very cute little, like, puppy-like dinosaurs, a little puppy dino, and the little girl takes it and takes it home with her in the end as a pet. It's supposed to be like a cute animal. The dinosaurs cannot survive outside of the equator, so when she goes home, the dinosaur is going to die immediately. It's like kidnapping a penguin from the South Pole. That's not sustainable. Also, what were they doing near Dino Island in the first place? I don't know why that family was, like, driving out there. What are you planning on doing? Obviously, you're going to get murdered by the Megalodon. A bunch of shenanigans go down. They're trying to escape, and then, you know the classic Jurassic Park formula. The billionaire betrays them, tries to steal the samples and run away, and gets murdered by a dino. Except, this isn't a regular dino. It's a gene-spliced dino. They gave that dino some of the radioactive goo that made the Ninja Turtles, because he looks like the Rancor from Return of the Jedi. That's basically what it is. Except he's got, like, 6 legs. Not to be insulting, but he's like a monstrous freak of nature. Well, he's not a freak of nature. He's a freak of science. And then he's literally a Resident Evil boss. I'm not even joking. He looks like something you'd find in, like, Resident Evil that Leon Kennedy would be shooting down. He eats the bad guy. The good guys get on the boat and sail away. That's all right, you know. Movie's over. It had everything you want in Jurassic Park. Everything I expected to see. There's really nothing that really was too good or too bad. If you like action movies, you're gonna like it. If you want to see Scarlett Johansson shoot dinos, dude, this movie's right up your alley. It's great. I mean, she didn't really shoot any, but she, like, tracked them down. And I think what really made the first Jurassic Park good was the CGI and how impressive it was for the time. It just doesn't hold up now. They had a trillion VFX artists because we stayed after the credits for the post-credit scene, and there's just a wall of people on the VFX team. They had to have, like, I guess 7 different people for each individual eyelash on each individual dinosaur, because there's just a wall of white text on black background, the most boring credits you can show. And then at the end, the lights just came on, and we went home. There was no post-credit scene. We waited all that time, and we didn't even get to see a post-credit scene. Honestly, this is getting ridiculous. It's reaching, like, Fast and the Furious levels of films with Jurassic Park. We don't need another film of this. We shouldn't make another one. It's just the exact same thing every time. I mean, again, I'm not, like, an expert on it, but that's the whole movie. It just keeps basically the same plot every single film. And then on the way home, me and my friends started arguing about Indiana Jones and whether or not it's possible to actually use a raft to escape from a plane. The argument got heated, and I almost crashed my car. So you should go see this movie. It has dinosaurs in it.